We are now 2.5 weeks here into this MLB season. Teams playing just about, almost kind of hard to believe, but 10% of their schedule. Things are heating up. Some teams are off to hot starts. Other teams, like the Chicago White Sox here, not so much. Sorry to all my friends that are White Sox fans. But here, welcome back to Circling the Bases, the MLB show for the Bandwagon Sports YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, we do videos like this all the time about all sports. We were big on college basketball, but now, we're shifting more into MLB, some NBA and NHL playoffs coming back. So if you're into talking ball, any of those sports, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be having videos like this just about daily. So we're going to switch it up here a little bit. The first two Circling the Bases episodes were more of like power rankings, going through kind of ranking each team. This one, I'm more just going to kind of touch on individual series. So you guys let me know what format you like better, if you kind of like the ranking format or just me kind of, informing you scores, like giving you what's going on. So the first series we're going to start with here, probably one of the bigger ones of the weekend, the Padres. They go into Dodger Stadium. They take 2 of 3 from the Dodgers, winning game 1 8-7 in 11 innings. They lose the second one. Dodgers win on Saturday 5-2. And then the Padres, a big win on Sunday Night Baseball, 6-3, behind Jurickson Profar's 3 RBI bases clearing double in the 7th inning. And this was the night after, on Saturday night there was a bit of a scuffle here between Profar and Will Smith, when Will Smith called Profar irrelevant. These two teams, they don't like each other, and Profar, he stepped it up, he answered the bell. Another really impressive guy for the Padres was Jackson Merrill, their young prospect. He had the game-winning RBI in Game 1 in the 11th inning, so that was big for them. Tatis also had a home run in Game 1. And then Max Muncy for the Dodgers was their star player. He hit 2 home runs in the series. Machado hit a home run here in Game 3, so fly balls, balls leaving the yard everywhere here in Dodger Stadium. And then the kind of big pitching matchup, or impressive pitching performance from the series was Gavin Stone going 5 perfect innings here on Saturday. But Padres, big win to go into Dodger Stadium, take 2 of 3 there for the division rivals. Dodgers still are in first place in the division at 11-7, but we'll have to see what happens. Then another impressive road series win this weekend came from the Milwaukee Brewers. They took 2 of 3 from the Orioles in Baltimore, winning the first 2 games 11-1 and 11-5 before the Orioles won Game 3 on Sunday 6-4. Willy Adames was really the star of this series for the Brewers, their shortstop. He went 8 of 14 in the 3 games, including 5 RBIs and a home run. In the series, Gary Sanchez, Wilson Contreras, Jake Bauers, Rhys Hoskins all homered. And then the big pitching performance came for Freddie Peralta in that 11-1 win. He had 6 innings pitched, 11 Ks. So the Brewers off to a hot start here. They're first place in the NL Central currently. The Orioles, they're still solid, 9-6. But tough to drop a series at home. Corbin Burns facing his former team. He did pitch well, but was not able to get the win. So the Brewers, I was really impressed with them to go into Baltimore there and get that series win. And the Orioles, they would have liked to have that because of the team they're chasing in the division. The Yankees also go on the road, take 2 of 3 in their series this weekend against the Guardians. They win 3-2 and 8-2 on a doubleheader Saturday. And then a close game, they end up dropping 8-7 in 10 innings here on Sunday. In Game 1, it was Oswaldo Cabrera was the hero. He had a 2-run homer. That was the difference for them. He also added an RBI in Game 2. And then Game 2's star was Juan Soto. He had a 3-run home run. He's been a really good addition for the Yankees this year. He's just having a great year to start. Judge hit a home run, a 3-run homer as well in Game 3. It made, looked like the Yankees were cruising. We're going to be off to a sweep. We're looking good, but the Guardians had some answers. Jose Ramirez hit a 2-run homer. Josh Naylor also had 2 RBIs himself. Estevan Florial, he, former Yankee last year and, in years past, he actually had the go-ahead homer in this game for the Yankees, tied it, 4 extra innings, then scored 2 runs in the top of the 10th. I think they're sitting pretty up 7-3, but then it would be 3 runs in the bottom of the 10th for the Guardians. They walk it off. They avoid getting swept. So it was Andre Jimenez with a sacrifice fly. The Yankees also just had some kind of sloppy defense in some of these games, which that's kind of what led the Guardians, stick around, be able to win the game. So still a good series win for the Yankees, despite not being able to complete the sweep. They are currently 12-4 on the year, first place in the AL Central. So 750 winning percentage. You'll take that. You'll take that as a Yankees fan. Then, like I mentioned to start the video, these White Sox, they're the worst team in baseball, 2-13. They got swept this weekend by the Cincinnati Reds. Just had to mention it because it was the only sweep this weekend. We actually had a lot of really good series. All of them, either being 2-2 if they were 4-game set, or one team winning 2-1 for 3-game sets. The Reds, they jump on it. They win 11-1 on Friday, 5-0 shut out the Sox on Saturday, and then another 11 spot here on Sunday, winning 11-4. Ellie De La Cruz with a home run on Friday's game. Didn't really have much the rest of the series, but he's a lot of fun player to watch. He had a inside the park home run and a normal home run in one of his games earlier in the week against the Brewers. So definitely Reds fun team to watch. Watch Ellie De La Cruz. And then Christian Encarnacion Strand also had a really good series. He had a home run and had 5 RBIs in the series, so he was the player of the series at the plate for Cincinnati. And then Nick Lodolo on the bump on Saturday. 10 strikeouts for him in the shutout win for the Reds. So the Reds, they're trailing the Brewers here, but they're off to a good start. So you got to beat up on these weaker teams like the White Sox. They did a good job doing that. And moving on, just a couple more series here that we'll touch on. Another NL series, the Braves find themselves here with a 2-1 series win against the Marlins, winning 8-1, losing on Saturday 5-1, but then a comeback win on Sunday 9-7. Because Marcell Ozuna hit the game-winning home run, 3-run homer in the 9th. He also had a home run and 3 RBIs in Game 1 as well. So Ozuna, he's tied for the league lead here in home runs with 7. The Braves, a lot of bats. Their team, they're supposed to be really good. So losing to the Marlins would have been bad. The Marlins are the second worst team in baseball. They only have 3 wins on the year. That win Saturday was only their 3rd win. So that would have been really tough to drop the series, even if it was in Miami. So Braves definitely glad that they were able to pull that one out. Then moving on here, going back to the American League. This was probably one of the bigger series of the weekend, but I don't know. I guess just kind of from what I've been reading, it didn't get as many headlines. But the Astros, they win 2 of 3 against the Rangers, the Battle for Texas showdown. They lose Game 1, 12-8 on Friday, really high-scoring game. But then they bounce back, 9-2 win Saturday, 8-5 win today. Jose Altuve with 2 home runs off Nathan Eovaldi. The 3rd time he's done that in his career. Kind of insane that, have 3 multi-home run games against the same pitcher. Chas McCormick and Victor Caratini also with 2 RBIs in the game today. And then another guy with 2 RBIs in the game today. And 2 RBIs every game of the series. Marcel Dubon, 6 RBIs in the series. Very impressive game for him. Kyle Tucker also had 6 RBIs and a home run in the 2 Astros wins. They scored 9 unanswered runs in Game 2. They were down, 2-0 after, dropping the game Friday night. Not a great start, but they were able to bounce back, score 9 runs. They win the series. So the Astros now find themselves, they're still last place in that division, or not last place, but not a good start. Astros only have 6 wins here on the year. The Rangers, they're in first place, but they're 8-8. Yeah, Rangers are 8-8. Astros are only 6-11, so not a good start for them. Sorry, I didn't mention the last series. The Braves are still in first place at 9-5, kind of squarely in first place, because the Phillies, they're 8-8 on the year after they split a series with the Pirates. Not a whole lot to touch on this one. 5-1 win for the Pirates on Thursday, but then they lose. Phillies win on Friday 5-2. Pirates bounce back. They win Saturday 4-3, and then they fall here on Sunday 9-2. And Andrew McCutchen with his 300th career home run. So shout out to him. Congratulations on that milestone. McCutchen's just been a legend here in Pittsburgh for the longest time, for as long as I can remember. So big ups to him. Then we'll go to one more NL Central series here. The Cubs. Big series win for the Cubs. They take 2 of 3 in Seattle. It's improved to 9-6 on the year. Everyone in the NL Central except for the Cardinals is above 500 here. Really impressive from the Cubs. Shota Imanaga, their pickup in the offseason, they're signing from Japan, their pitcher. He still has a 0 ERA. He only gave 1 run on his start on Saturday. But other than that, no earned runs. The Cubs won that game 4-1. They also won 3-2 here on Sunday. But they lost the opener 4-2. Michael Busch is also, he's been a good pickup they got him in a trade with the Dodgers. He homered in every game of the series, so he's homered in 4 straight games. He's hitting, the cover off the ball. doing really well. Julio Rodriguez, he had 2 RBIs in the game that the Mariners won 4-2, but he gets picked off coming in the pinch run on Sunday. He's a tying run, so kind of sold the game there. The Cubs are able to walk away out of Seattle with a 2-1 series win. And then the final series here that we'll touch on, the Red Sox, they take 2 of 3 from the Angels. After getting shut out, losing 7-0 on Friday, they bounce back, win 7-2 on Saturday, and then 5-4 on Sunday. Masataka Yoshida hit his first home run of the year. Finally, he's been off to a bit of a slow start for the Red Sox. And then Tyler O'Neill, also his league-leading 7th home run, tied with Marcell Ozuna. He goes yard to help the Red Sox win 5-4. So that's going to wrap it up for the video, guys. Again, let me know how you like this. I'm not really sure if I want to do this. Like I said, it would have been kind of tough for me to do every series. It would have been a really long video. I like to try to keep these videos, 10, 15, 20 minutes max. So if I touch on every series, that it's going to take a little bit longer. So I might go back to that ranking format more here in the future. But I had a bit of a busy weekend, so I didn't really get a chance to, make full rankings. But maybe next week we go back doing that. So like I said, make sure to let me know down below what you guys like. And when you're down there, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're on Spotify, make sure to follow the show and rate 5 stars. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.